Om Shanti Shambhavama Devo Namaha. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Premam iti Shanti. Namaste, Shanti. Pranami, Shanti. Pranamo, Shanti. Vaikuntham, Shanti. Bhrumadhyo, Shanti. Parabhuto, Shanti. Panchabhuto, Shanti. Panchabhuto, Mahakriti. Mahasrishti, Mahavritti. Om Mahadevi, Mahabhutani. Om Mahadevi, Mahadevi, Mahadevi. Om Shankara Adi Shakti Devi Namaha. The whole world is looking, is witnessing. Everything is the witness of that which is being witnessed. You can be a witness to what is happening in the material realm. You are right now, in a way, indirectly, you have been positioned as a witness only. We all have been positioned as witness. Are we witnessing the evidence of the providence? Are we witnessing? Maybe yes, maybe not. Not necessarily we are witnessing. Do we have the ability to witness? 100% yes. Do we have the desire to witness? Now that is a question we got to ask ourselves, each one of us. So if we have the desire, the true desire, the deep desire to know the truth, to know what's on, what's going on, because there's a lot that we don't know. Almost everything that we don't know. What we know is absolutely nothing. We have been fed with lots of stories, theories, formulas, and so on. Do we know? Do we actually know just by reading or studying? Or do we know through experience? What is experience? Because different people can have different experiences. If you are walking in a forest also, you can have an experience. Maybe I saw a tiger, maybe I did not see one. Maybe I heard, maybe I listened to the roar of a tiger. Maybe it was not. People are confused. A lot of people who claim to be very experienced they don't feel complete, they don't feel fulfilled, they don't feel as if they are having a blessed experience, a blessed existence, a blessed journey. If you ask them, deep within, how do you feel, sir? Even better if they ask themselves, are they really, really ecstatic? Even if you ask them, are you really, really happy, 100% happy? All these people with lots of experiences will say, the experiences have come, the happiness is still missing. At least 100% happiness is missing. Sometimes happiness comes, but then it goes away very quickly. And the ordinary takes over. And then a point of time comes when the ordinary also goes away and misery comes for a small period of time. And then misery also goes away, and then again maybe the ordinary comes back, and sometimes the moments of joy also come. And they say life is like that. Life on this planet as a human being is like this only. This is what people say. Is life indeed the way these people are saying? Is life indeed the way a handful of people, or maybe a lot of people, have interpreted it to be? The question is not about what these people are saying. The question is, are we being honest to ourselves? Are we being honest to others is not important. The importance is, are we being honest to ourselves? If we are honest to ourselves, we will 100% be honest to others as well. We will be honest to everything. If I am 100% honest to myself, then I don't need to worry about whether I am going to be honest to others or not, because that's a given. So, the moral science lectures that we have been given is that we have to be honest with others is impractical. It does not work that way. The fact is, actually, in hearing, in audience, it will appear simple. But this simple thing has to be implemented. And we'll have to find out how it has to be implemented. The important thing is to be honest to yourself or oneself. 100% honest. You can lie to the whole world. Please don't lie to yourself. If I start lying to myself, whom am I trying to fool? Myself? Do you think making a fool, trying to fool yourself, do you think it is a good idea? A lot of people can say, if somebody is good at fooling others, he's a clever person. Agreed, that's clever. Maybe that's an idea of success for some people. What about fooling yourself? Does that mean you're clever? Does that mean you're successful? No. So, fooling yourself is not clever. If I fool myself, what am I? I'm a fool, isn't it? If I fool myself, what am I making myself? A fool. So what do I make myself? That is up to me. Whether I make myself a fool or whether I make myself not a fool. Something else. At least not a fool. Lying to oneself. Lying to myself. Bad idea. Making a fool out of yourself. Lying to yourself. Same thing. Bad idea. You can lie to everyone. Don't lie to yourself. But still, some people lie to themselves. Not some people, most people, the majority lies to themselves. Why? Why do people lie to themselves? Do you seriously think people want to lie to themselves? No. People want to sell themselves the story that they want to believe. People want to sell themselves this story that I'm good, that I'm good enough, that I'm successful, that I'm meritorious, that I'm good at a lot of things, that I'm a good human being, that I've not done much wrong or I've never done any wrong. That is why people always try to find a way out for themselves. In any case. There could be many case scenarios where you could be the one at fault. But you will never accept your fault. Why? With yourself, even in your me space, alone, all alone with yourself, you always want to believe you are good. Everybody wants to believe that they are a good person. That you will always find a reason for your mistakes, isn't it? When you do that with yourself, do you know where it leads to? In the future also, this develops into what is known as a vritti. Vritti means habit, or something like a habit. So it will become like an addiction. Okay? So now you will continue to keep committing mistakes. And keep finding a way out for yourself. So making mistakes and putting the blame on others is not going to stop. This is one thing. Or making any kind of errors, whether you are doing it with other people or you're doing it just with yourself, within yourself. Any kind of errors. Any kind of error also means it could also be errors in your own practice. So making any kind of errors or in your own lifestyle, okay, in which you're not harming anybody else but yourself. So making any kind of errors and just lying to yourself that it's going to be okay, it's going to be fine, it's okay. 1 time is okay, 2 times is okay, 3 times is okay, like that. You know what is happening? You are actually losing to your desires. That is the problem. The thing is that we lose continuously and consistently to our desires. We are hardly able to stand tall like a rock, like the rock of Gibraltar, in front of our desires. So we keep losing out to them. So the desires that we have, most of the times the desires are the way we have been. We can be in any way. Okay? For instance, maybe we want to, let's say, do something that is not ideal. do something that is not going to help us achieve our goal or achieve what we want deep within. But the surface is full of desires, and the desires will take you to somewhere else. So the surface is like that. So a lot of times, even in yoga, even in meditation, or any form of spirituality, or philosophy, or religion, or whatever you want to call it, spirituality you can call it, we always want to say, I know the truth, or that this is the right path. Why? Because I have chosen it. Just because I have chosen it, this is the right path. Or just because I have ended up on this path, this is the right path. Or just because I have ended up on this path, so be it. Something like that. Where am I trying to go with this? Actually, I'm trying to say a very basic thing, but I'm just twisting it and twirling it round and round. Because it's a bit difficult to explain what I want to say. What I want to say is actually very raw and very difficult to understand if explained in a very simple couple of lines, which could be that do not accept anything else but the truth. There is a reason behind everything that happens, but sometimes there is a reason behind a lot of things that happen, but that does not change the truth, the ultimate truth. Very fantastic talking to all of you. Never lie to yourself, never fool yourself. Face things the way they are. The basic exercises that are taught, like let's say observing the breath, it's a very basic exercise. Or observing the breath and synchronizing or aligning it with the mantra. It's a very basic exercise. It may sound like a very basic exercise, but when you keep doing it, when you keep doing it and keep doing it, even let's say for 30 minutes, it has an impact on you. 30 minutes is a lot of time. If you do it for 30 minutes, in 30 minutes you will see what is the impact of that practice. But in those 30 minutes, your observation will be of your breath only, not of people or forms. You won't even see your own face, because these things are faceless. The breath does not have a face. The breath is subtler than the breath also, because the moment we are trying to do this exercise, the breath also becomes longer, and sometimes it will become quicker, and then at times it will be very slow, means very long span. At times the pace will increase. Initially it will be like this. Then there could be at times when you will feel as if you're not even breathing. So the breath has become very fine. And then at times you will experience the breath has become very fine. At times you will feel as if you're not breathing. It's a state of suspension. At times you will feel you're breathing faster than normal, little faster, not very fast, but faster than normal. Because you're now observing your breath. No? So fast breath does not mean that you are panting or you're doing like very heavy breathing. This is like normal breathing only. But since you're now observing your breath, you'll be able to observe it now. Observation means observation, right? So when you observe something, you're able to see everything about it. You can almost measure it like that. You're actually now seeing it or witnessing it. Witnessing does not mean you're able to see with your eyes like a film inside. You cannot see anything. You cannot see the breath. Okay, the breath can never be seen. So you will not be able to see anything. If you're seeing something, then the whole practice is being done in a wrong manner. Don't try to see anything. Okay? Don't try to see anything. Don't try to see any form of breath in any particular light or color or something like that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because all this is a different exercise or practice, which come under meditations that are based on visualization. That you are trying to, whatever. We are not trying to observe things as it is. We are trying to already assume things, give an assumption to them. We are painting them with some kind of something, Like let's say there is a tree and the tree stands tall. And maybe the tree has got a shoddy color, but you want to give it a very beautiful color. You want to make it baby pink. So you are now painting it baby pink. That's different. You are making it a designer tree. That is different. That is not what it was. Now, after you have painted it, the tree will look a designer tree. That is different. We are not here to make a designer tree. We don't want to go to a city which has been made in a designer way by human beings. We have come to the forest and we want to observe nature the way it is. Okay? So when we are doing this breath observation, along with the mantra, which has been given by the Guru, so we are just trying to observe things the way it has been asked to be performed or practiced or implemented. And now we have to keep observing it. So it's not going to happen in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Don't be in such a hurry. You have spent years and years of your life doing nothing. Now, for the first time in your life, this moment has come when you are supposed to start walking on the journey of experience, on the journey of truth. You want to know. You want to at least start walking on the journey where you would know one day. So you're a seeker. Now in this journey, there is no hurry because you have wasted so many years, so many decades you have wasted or you have spent already. Now if you are spending a few weeks or a few months pursuing this, even a few years, should not be in a hurry. There is no reason, but people start getting in a hurry in just a few hours or a few days. People just hurry and start putting things or adding things to the practice which should not be added. Just do what has been told. Just do that much. Don't add anything. Just don't add anything. And then the experience will be more simple but more honest. We will get you to 100% honesty. It will take some time. We will keep breaking you down. Right now also, we are only breaking you down. It's not that you have not become more honest than you were before in the last few months or years or whatever it has been. You have become. That is the effort that has been going on continuously to make you more honest. And believe it or not, it has actually happened. It has actually worked. In your case, you have become more honest. A lot of things that you are adding less things now. But still a lot of things are added. So, this is not a thing that can be forced upon anybody. So that is why it does not happen in a day, it does not happen in a week, it does not happen in a month. Because there is no force. Force is not applied. With love, with care, slowly, 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 it is done. There will be no comment or resistance or nothing like it's not working or you're, like there will be no strictness for a long time. Just to make you feel comfortable. If you're comfortable, if you get your space, if you get your time, and then one fine day you are told that okay, now you do this, don't do that anymore. Then you get this message, then you feel better. If you start getting everything on day 1 and day 2 and day 3 and day 4 and day 7 or day 20 only, you will get uncomfortable because it is very strict then. It is the case with everyone. Nothing happens in a day. Every human being has gone through this journey. This journey does not happen in a day. So we all take our time. And when the right time comes, then we are told that okay, now you have done all this, now do it this way. The same thing. Okay. So don't put any coat of paint. Just do it the way it is to be done. It is a very simple practice. Sounds very simple. It is not ideally meant to be shared. It is meant to be experienced. Sharing can also be done when it is the right time, with the right people. So, it reaches the right people only. Not praising anybody. Don't feel that you are being praised or something like that. Please don't. Otherwise, you will put all the hard work that has been done to dust. Okay. We all are ordinary human beings, okay? Don't feel you're special or something like that. Never feel like that. We are just an ordinary living being. We ordinary or not ordinary, that is not important. We are living beings. But are we just living beings? Well, living being is quite a package. We might be a little bit lesser than that, or deeper than that, a lot deeper than that. Because as a living being, you live a different kind of a life normally. But when you go deeper, then the experience is different. And then the ultimate truth is entirely different. So this is very important. Okay? This is very important. So all these things will get there. Okay? If you want to get there, you can get there. It's not that it's impossible. Every being can evolve. Every being evolves. One day, every day, everybody has to get there. But not without honesty. So just focus on the practice. Just practice the practice as it is. So observe the different patterns of breath. This is what you will observe. But all this will happen very quickly with you. So what will happen next? Very soon you will move to the next phase. And you can even experience Kriyas. Don't focus on Kriyas. If you don't think about Kriyas, that I'm a Kriya yogi or I experience Kriyas or something like that. Otherwise you will experience a lot of Kriyas. Whatever will happen when you are doing the practice. That is why I am not going to tell you too much. I will tell you when the time is right. If I tell you too much, then there are a lot of things to say or share, But that will spoil your sadhana, because if you know something before you experience it, then you will experience it before you actually experience it. Did you understand? If I share with you something that you have not experienced, maybe you will experience it before you have even experienced it. Actually. In reality, you have not experienced it, but you will experience it. It is called illusion. Illusions can happen. But this exercise that we are talking about, it has got nothing to do with illusion. It is pure nature. The prana, pure nature. So you will experience the different. You will observe when you observe the breath, and along with the mantra, you will observe the different spans of breath. Like I said, 4 spans of breath, 4 categories. One is the long breathing, one is the faster breathing, one is the suspended breathing, and one is the very extremely fine breathing. You won't be almost able to feel it. And in suspended, you won't be able to feel it. You will think you're not even breathing. But you are breathing, but it is extremely, extremely fine. This is very good for your health. And for your, of course, for your spiritual or yogic progress, whatever you want to call it. But keep chanting the mantra. The mantra is also very important. How far the mantra will last depends. Now, you don't have to do these things. These things will happen on their own. Now, if the union is established between the mantra and the breath, then the mantra will happen on its own after a few months, or maybe even weeks, I don't know. It varies from person to person. But after a few months, because maybe not necessarily every day you will do this practice. If you do it every day, that's perfectly fine. And there is no limit to this. Normally it is said do it at least 2 times a day. You can even do it 4 times a day. So it depends on how much time you have for meditation. So suppose if you are doing it, somebody is doing it for 2 hours in 24 hours. It's a lot of sadhana. It's good. It's healthy. If somebody is doing it for 1 hour a day, that is also very good. Somebody is doing it for 30 minutes in the whole day, whole 24 hours. That's and if you're not doing it regularly, then there's a little less, but it's still okay. If you're doing it just for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I think at this phase, at this stage, it's a little less. But don't do it on days when you're not feeling well. Do it on days only when you're feeling well, only when you're healthy. Okay? So it has to be done like that. What else? So this is an important thing that we had to share. There are more things to share regarding this exercise, which is the Swara Sadhana. So you can also experience Kriyas after a certain point of time. Like a lot of you people can experience Kriyas. Some of you are already going through Kriyas, so Kriyas are no surprise for you, but don't try to rev up your Kriyas. Okay? Don't try to make yourself a Kriya model. Okay? Don't make videos of your Kriya. Otherwise, your Kriyas, you will become an addict of Kriyas. The Kriyas will, become more aggressive maybe. Again, then it means that you are painting the tree. Okay. Now, if the Kriyas are too aggressive on their own, then extremely aggressive, let's say. Normally, it is said that it has to be left to the choice of the meditator, but I would recommend that you stop meditating at that point of time. Maybe your body is not healthy at that point of time, and that is why you are experiencing more Kriyas. Maybe there are some obstacles inside. It could be anything. It could be gas. It could be weak body or something else. So it's better not to do it at that point of time. If the whole exercise, the whole practice, the smoother it is carried out, Kriya makes it aggressive. Kriya will happen, but Kriya makes it very aggressive. So the smoother it happens, that is the better it is. The goal is, of course, to take it to that position where when you are meditating, your body is not moving at all. You're meditating, very deep meditation, but your body is completely still. Only in a still body will you be able to meditate well. But as long as Kriyas are happening, so you will not reach that position. So Kriya is that journey which finally takes you to that place where you become still. So this is a very subtle thing that we can discuss on some other day or in some other audio. But right now, you don't need to think much about all these things, okay? Because if you think much, or if you try to make out something, some meaning which has not been shared, okay? Don't try to make out meanings that are not being shared on your own. Don't try to assume anything. Exactly what is being told, that is all that it is. Okay? So the message right now is to meditate very easily, very comfortably. Just observe your breath. If possible, align it with the mantra that has been given. Just observe. Don't do much. And the moment it becomes, the Kriya becomes, you enter Kriya, and then the Kriyas become a little bit aggressive. Maybe that is the right time. Right now, at least, it is the right time for you to stop your meditation for that session. Yeah. Not for the whole day, for that particular session. But by that time, you might have observed a lot of things, observed the breathing patterns and the silence within, the stillness within, the silence within. That is very important. The peace within. That is very important. In that peace, in that silence, there is a lot of beauty. Experience that beauty. Enjoy that beauty. This beauty, this peace, don't miss out on that. Okay? So if you keep it just this simple, just take the exercise as far as experiencing the peace and the stillness and the joy. And the beauty. Just taking it that far. Then that is the best thing. This is just phase 1 of meditation, or phase 1 and phase 2. But that is the best thing. Right now, this is the thing. Okay? Once you have experienced all this, then we'll think about other things. But at least experience this thing. And then share, how is it? Like, I would like to know whether you're experiencing this thing or not. That is the first thing. The second thing is, how is it? How are you experiencing it? I mean, how are you enjoying it? How much are you enjoying it? Is it good for you, or is it very ordinary for you? Okay? Because this thing is real. Okay? This is not an illusion. Okay? Yeah. But this is just the beginning. Okay? But if the beginning is so beautiful, imagine how more beautiful it will become as we start ascending the heights. So it's not that we are beginning today. The beginning has happened way back. The seeds, all the seeds have been sown, and they're continuously being sowed. This is just an additional chapter that I thought that I must add today. Okay? So please pardon me, forgive me if I have offended any of you or your emotions or something like that with any of my words. Because I'm very small in front of each one of you. But that is also a wrong thing to put, because everybody is beautiful in their own right. So But all of you are so beautiful. Thank you so much. And just wanted to share my love with you. This was, I think it was a bit technical, but from my point of view, it was also my message of love. I just thought, let's do this. So it has come more out of love. Okay, it is a technical sharing that has come out of pure love. Okay, not for any particular reason. This is just, these things are not done for any reason. Okay, not for any means, not for getting something. No. The only thing, it is not done for anything. Even in your own practice, you don't do it to get something. Okay, so in the same way, when these things are being done, being shared, it's not done for some purpose. It's just done just like that, out of love, you can say. No other reason. Yeah. So we can call it a message of peace, a message of love. That's all. Very simple. And for that, everybody is responsible. The whole nature is, the whole world is, whole consciousness is. Each one of you is. So your desire is, maybe your desires are so pure that they are forcing somebody, or maybe the wisdom to be shared. Maybe your desires are so pure. I don't know. But I think that, yes, the desires are pure. So if you indeed have such pure desires, thank you so much for that. Okay. So I owe my thanks for that. So thank you, and rest cannot be expressed in words, but you know what it is, right? So just be beautiful, just be loving, just be very fantastic, and take care.